Hi everyone, it's Deborah Atian Wilson, and I'm so thankful that you decided to sign up for my free teleseminar. I want to thank you for co-creating with me, for collaborating with me, because as you've heard, I totally trust that what came together was for the benefit of all. It wasn't just for me, it wasn't just for you, it was for everyone. My hope is that you got some golden nuggets, that you took some practical things that you could actually do straight away. There's nothing that makes me crazier than when someone says they're going to present something and you kind of get done with the information. You're like, okay, so what do I do now? What can I do with that? And it's always that, well, the next time and when we talk next and it seems like you kind of never get there. You kind of get strung along. That is the so opposite of me. I want to get in, I want to get it done, I want to get as many practical tools so I can do the very, it's like get to that bottom line. What's the bottom line? How do I work this? How do I do this? How do I do this better? How do I investigate these things? How do I let go, right? How do I surrender to what's wanting to come through? And that's a huge part of what spiritual opulence is about. And it's really taking all that knowledge that we know, we talked about in the very first particular call, and how do we get that wisdom that we have, that inner knowing of what's possible and what we're capable of, and really integrate it into the practical everyday so that you can take any area of your life and really magnify it and shift it to the way you want it to be. And that's what I'm all about. And as you've heard, I continue to do that in my own life, and I've done it in every single category that we spoke about this week. And I'm not done. Just like you, I'm not done. We are a beautiful blossoming. I don't even want to say work. We are blossoming in progress. And often in that blossoming, it's really helpful to have more tools, more friends, more family who are really on board. And I don't know about you, but I've gone through some major changes since I was younger. And I've gone to teleseminars and I've gone away on retreats and I've done some really, really deep work. And I've come home. And what I've found is that sometimes I didn't have that collective group of people who were really speaking my language or my new language. And so having a community, we talked about this, you're going to be hearing about this for those of you who haven't heard the live call, but on the link today for the actual Friday's call, you're going to hear about relationship. And one of the biggest things that we need and we are so about is connection, is community. And without this, personally, I find that it's a little bit tougher to get the things done that I want to do. No one is a success on their own. Yes, does it come from you? Does it come from the inside and you're doing? Absolutely. But if you look at any successful person, whatever that is for you, for me, my own success comes from having a team of people, having friends and family and colleagues and coaches and people who are supporting what I'm personally wanting to go forth in the world and do. So what I've actually done is I've actually finally materialized, manifested for me and for anyone who's wanting to join in, a spiritual and wealthy group coaching membership site. So this is an investment site. It is extremely low. You've heard that before. But people say, oh, it's such a great deal, it's such a great deal. This is a ridiculously great deal. What I want you to know is that it was really important for me. It's always been really important for me to have various levels of ways people can actually work with me. I have very high-end programs. Absolutely. They're thousands and thousands of dollars. And that's for the right person at the right time. But there's some people who are just maybe starting out and maybe they just want to opt in and get a piece of music for $11.11 and meditate with that for a month. I always wanted something that I could be able to say, here's a right fit for you. For someone who's contacted me because they want to increase their wealth, but they literally at this moment in time are manifesting not very much in their life. So I actually have a free Reiki offering to support their growth, to help their healing, helping them step into themselves. So I have free all the way to thousands and thousands of dollars. And what we've just opened up is this spiritual multi-group coaching site. It's been a step up from, it's actually a major step up from my Oneness Becomes You site. It's a private coaching, private community that's been on Facebook that was kind of our holding pattern as this was in the works, as I was personally getting energetically ready for this, and other people were getting energetically ready for this. So I just want to tell you a bit about it. There's 3 levels of entry. You can come in for a month and just try it out. See if it's a fit for you. See if you find that it's a great spiritual home and spiritual community for you to learn and grow. You can also opt in for 6 months. you're like, yep, I'm in, Deb, and I'm ready for 6 months. I'm going to give it a whirl and make a commitment to really be there every month and do whatever you're doing, which I'm going to be telling you about. You can also opt in for a year. Each level incrementally gets more prosperous, right? First level is going to be the highest investment. 6 months, you're going to get a better deal every month, and a whole year, literally, listen to this, a whole year is actually less than $1 a day. $1 a day. Most people can actually get their head around that. Maybe not go out for a couple lunches or a dinner or something like that and trade out, or maybe that's just an easy investment for you. Whichever it is, it's totally fine. But what I want to do is I want to tell you a little bit about the site. What I wanted to do is have a site that I could actually personally really be involved in. Many people have membership sites, and they have a moderator who's in there doing a lot of the work, but they're not really in there themselves. Some of the group coaching, the high-end group coaching programs I've actually participated in, we've been coached by the coaches' coaches. And even though I liked and I did get a lot of value, what I found is I don't want to teach anyone to teach you. I don't want anyone else to be guiding you from that holding pattern. I would love to support you. If you found that this week that there are ways of being and the way I speak and, lots of fun and telling heartfelt, transparent stories, if you like that kind of authenticity, then this might be just the site for you to really get the support that you deserve so that you can really amplify any of those aches that we talked about, whether it's your health, whether it's relationship, whether it's your spiritual acuity. Doesn't matter what it is. All of those things we can turn around, and I help thousands of people. It's fantastic. So let me tell you a little bit about what you would find there. What you're going to find is we have blog posts. I'm going to be doing blog posts, and you can also do blog posts. If you have a specific site, or if you just want to even just blog, this is your very first time and you want to talk about spirituality or something positive that's happened with your life, you can put that in there. So there's the front pages. You're going to see people's birthdays. You're going to see the members who are there. You're going to see the events. We already have first coaching call lined up for February 18th. We have 2 bonus calls with experts. You're going to get an actual spiritual wealthy coaching call, a group coaching call once a month. And we're going to do bonus calls as well. Maybe even so that we have 2 calls per month. That's really huge for a lot of membership sites, let me tell you. We're also going to actually do a heart assignment each month. So we're going to give you a practical, written content, as well as questions or thought-provoking things or things to do so that you can actually take what we're talking about and put it into practical application. Love that. We have photos, we have inspirational quotes there for you so that when you go in there and you see this gallery of a beautiful slideshow of pictures, of quotes, inspirational things that we're all putting together as a community. See, it's not just me, it's about community. It's about what do you want to collaborate? How high of a vibration do you want to hold, and who do you want to hold that with? Jim Rohn talks about, and we said this in the seminar, you are the average, and it's just an idea, it's something just to think about. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So who are those people? Are they inspiring you? If they are, great. If not, maybe you want to put some more people on your team, and this is the place that you can definitely do that. This is a high vibrational place. It's definitely not a place we're going to be doing a lot of whining at all. We're going to be precision with our words. We're going to be really clean with what we're wanting to create. And when we're wanting help, you can ask me a question on the site. You can ask the community on the whole on the site for support. And it can look as simple as, hey, I need support around this new project. Could you really hold a space for me? It could be that simple. We don't have to go into story and into detail in order to get the feedback and support. See, we often think our egoic mind says, I've got to tell them all the details. I've got to give you the backstory so that you can help me. And what I find in my work with Spirit is Spirit knows everything. So we don't really need the story. We just need you showing up and being your authentic self. High vibrational words, high vibrational content. And let's see what else we have. So we have the monthly coaching calls, which we're going to be doing spot coaching. I'm always going to give you content and always going to leave time to answer questions. You can also throw questions out that I might incorporate into those calls. Again, we're going to have the expert coaches, people creating content that's just for us. They're experts and masters in their field, and they're bringing something for us in regards to the different areas in our lives that we're wanting to improve upon. You're going to have your own page, your page to put up your picture, to tell us about you, to tell us about your website, to tell us about your high vibrational offerings that are congruent with the site. And you're going to get a feel really quickly what that is. My joke is, you're having a Tupperware party. Maybe that's not the place to put it because we're going to be all over the world. We may not be able to do that. But depending, maybe that's your business. Maybe that is your high-end business and that's what you do. And maybe someone's needing some Tupperware. Okay, but you're going to be thinking about, is this the place to put this? You're going to be thinking about, because of our teleseminar, you're going to be thinking about, am I contributing right now? Am I contributing with the picture I put in, with the questions I'm asking? Am I contaminating? And we're going to be practicing that. We're going to be sharing that with each other in how to go about doing that. So one of the things you can do on your personal page is actually put an RSS feed to your blog. Perhaps you have a website. Maybe you're just a blogger currently, and you're really helping the world in that way. We want to see your blogs if they are, again, congruent with our site. So let's see, what else do I want to tell you about? It's just, they're just showing me this volcanic amount of energy that's present there already, ready to support you. You're going to see that people are already jumped in, high vibrating people going places, doing things, getting off their, as one of my coaches says, getting off their assets and going into the world and creating good. So if that sounds good to you, if you feel we are definitely a match, and when you're ready to really pump it up, this is probably one of the lowest investments that you're ever going to be putting your beautiful energetic money towards, and getting really, really high quality, really caring feedback from me and from your community. One of the things I do is, once you go into my field and you work with me, whether it's an hour, you're doing 6-month coaching programs, maybe you're doing an International Angel Circle, coming to my home in Boulder, whatever you're doing, you're in my field, and my field is your field. We're really holding you in a space of love and support. And one of the things that I do best, that I love about myself, is I see the potential in everyone. Doesn't matter where they're showing up right now, I see the potential. And if you want to go where your potential is, I can meet you there, definitely, and I can show you the way through very easy, practical steps. And again, we're jumping into that spiritual athleticism. You know, no one becomes an Olympian overnight. They do it by daily practice, and this is what we have to offer you. So blessings to you. Hope you check it out, and much love to you. Have a great, great weekend.